What's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you are doing amazing today. Today is Monday, December 17th, and I would like to welcome you to this broadcast. I hope your day just goes better than you even expected. I'm going to be talking about a cool little story here in just a moment. We'll give you guys a couple minutes to pop on. As you come on, let me know, where are you watching from? And what is something good going on in your world? Let's fill the comments up with some positivity. If you're catching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Let me know that you were here and you were engaging. And we're going to make this happen. So what's up, everybody? My name is Justin Glover. This Facebook Live is going to benefit you if you would like to make the rest of this month and 2019, all of it, your best year ever. All right, I'm going to give you the secret to doing that towards the end of this video. And also this will benefit you if you've ever felt down, if you've ever felt discouraged just about the way things are going for your life, right? Or your business. And maybe you're actually feeling down or discouraged now. You're not happy with the way things are. Hopefully this will provide you some inspiration, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of a mindset shift here on Monday morning. So it's a beautiful day. We're gonna rock it out. And so in the next few minutes, this will probably be a little bit short. I am in Florida. We got some other work to do. And so I'm going to be sharing how one man with a very strong dream and vision went from eating dog food out of a can to being labeled now a cultural icon long, long after his death. All right. You guys have any guesses on who that might be? If you do, drop it in the comments. Let me know because I'm going to share that with you here in just a moment. It's a very inspiring story to me. Hopefully it provides you some inspiration as well. But like I said, before we get into it, let's give some good news. All right, let's give some shout outs. What is your good news? Drop it in the comments as you come on. Let's fill them up with some positivity before we start. And like I said, also let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're catching the replay, hit me with a hashtag replay so I know you were here. All right, so I'll start with some good news. We'll do some shout outs and rock this thing out. So my good news is yesterday. Yesterday I had a day full of delicious food. There was lots of good food. We're doing Christmas here in Florida. Had some good times, some fun, some laughter, and hanging around people that I love, and it was just an awesome time. So that is my good news. And also my second piece of good news is I'm here talking with you guys. I haven't been here in a couple of days, and so I'm pumped about that. All right, let's see who we got on here today. We got on Margaret is here. Sylvester Raymond III is in the house. What's up, my brother? Robert Barker. Kathy Bruton is here. Alzira is in the house. What's up, Alzira? Lunchtime for you. Good deal. Kennedy is here. What's up, Kennedy? Good morning to you as well. Robert from St. Louis, USA. What's up, Robert Barker? Elena is here. Good morning. Good morning. Alzira says, busy day, but it's going by fast. Awesome. Define dog food. That's a great question. Define dog food. Now this is dog food in a can, so I'm guessing it was the mushy kind, not the hard, crunchy kind. I don't know, though. I'm not the guy that ate the dog food. I'm going to tell you the story of somebody who did, though. All right. So let's get into this. And then, by the way, if you get value from this as we go through, if you want to share, you want to tag somebody, or just drop me a comment and let me know, yo, I'm getting value. I like that stuff. I appreciate that stuff. And appreciate you very much. So Lisa Ashman's in the house. What's up, Lisa? Good to have you here. So let's get into this. Let's get into it. All right. The person that I am talking to, Dean's in the house. What's up, Dean? The person that I'm talking about and the story I'm going to tell you about is a guy that you probably have heard of, Walt Disney. All right. Walt Disney, who is he? He's one of the most creative men that have ever lived on the planet, had huge dreams that actually came true. And he, along with his brother Roy, they co-founded the Walter Disney Company, which is nowadays known as just Disney, way back in 1923. All right, it's currently, just to give you some perspective, and then I'll tell you the dog food part. It's currently, now when I say currently, this is an article I pulled up earlier just because I was curious. It's from 2015. All right, 2015, it was the largest cable and broadcasting company in terms of revenue. And so not a small feat, it's a pretty big deal. And Walt nowadays is regarded as a cultural icon, and he's well known for his great contribution to cartoon animation history. He kind of pioneered that. He was a cartoonist and a voice actor, an animator, film producer. He did a lot of stuff, and he really inspired everybody with his delicate nature towards his work. And so while everybody knows that iconic brand, everybody's heard of Disney. I was literally at Busch Gardens just a couple of days ago. You know, I'm here in Florida. There's Disney down here, and everybody is familiar with that iconic brand, all right? But the story of how he created his empire is quite inspiring. If you've ever been to Disney and actually watched like the backstory, if you've ever seen any of the backstories or his biography or heard his story before, you will probably agree it is quite inspiring. Now, I'm not going to tell the entire backstory. I'm going to give you the parts that I found inspiring, because as a young man, Walt, he was actually fired from a local newspaper, and the reason that he was fired is because his boss told him that he lacked creativity. His boss thought he wasn't creative enough to write a newspaper. Think about that. And now here we are, like, talking about him being possibly one of the creativest minds to ever live. Walt was a very creative man, but got fired from a local newspaper because his boss thought that he lacked creativity. So somebody else's opinion of him didn't really matter in the end, did it? And so after a failed animation company went under of his, he was actually barely able, he got some financial troubles, barely able to pay his bills. And for a period of time, he had to eat dog food. He couldn't afford other food outside of just dog food. That's what he had, cans of dog food. And I remember them seeing this story when I went and watched the little film that they have at Disney. And that's a pretty low, I don't know if you've ever, I mean, maybe you have, maybe you've been in a place where you didn't have enough money for regular food and the only food that you had to eat was dog food. Maybe you've been there. I have not, and I'm grateful that I have not. But this is where he was at. It's a pretty low point. So it kind of makes my stuff, like when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, things aren't going well. I'm like, at least I'm not eating dog food, right? At least I have something else to eat other than dog food. And so he had just a few dollars left. And with those last few dollars that he actually made his way to Hollywood to try to make it big, right? He barely could afford to get there. But how did that go initially? Not so well, all right? Unfortunately, his early time in Hollywood, it was just as bad. He was told that Mickey Mouse was going to fail. He was told that it was guaranteed that Mickey Mouse was going to fail. This guy faced constant rejection, but he seemed destined to just never succeed, all right? In his mind and in other people's opinions about him, they were like, there's no way this guy can make it. He's not creative. He's got these terrible ideas. Mickey Mouse is like, there's no way people are going to like this stuff. But he persisted on anyway. And that is the point that I want you to remember. He persisted on anyway. And I'm going to tell you in just a moment how he was able to do that, how you're able to do that regardless of what smacks you in the face. Because as we're running towards our goals, as we're pursuing the desired life that we want, the things that we want in this life, a better body, a better bank account, all these things that we want, as we're pursuing them, we're going to get punched in the face from time to time. It's absolutely going to happen. We can't do anything about it to stop it. But there's something that you can do that will make that stuff not matter to you. You can persist anyway, because one of two things happen when people get punched in the face really hard. They quit or they continue. That's it. At the end of the day, they either quit or they continue. Saw a quote this morning that said, when you get tired, then just rest. Don't quit. When you get tired, just rest. Don't quit. All right. So that's kind of the first lesson here. And I'm going to give you kind of the secret formula, or not a formula, but the secret ingredient to making that happen, to making that more than just words and actually making it an important thing. And so Bob Choate's in the house. Chance is here. Hey, Brenda, good to see you as well. So Walt didn't quit. Instead, he persisted. He ignored the people that said he wasn't creative. He ignored the people that said Mickey Mouse was destined to fail. And he pursued it anyway. He went on to grow the company. He went on to create amusement parks, feature films, and nowadays he's known as a cultural icon. He's a big deal. And so what are the lessons out of this? The big success lesson in all this is You want to learn how to take calculated risks. That's one, all right? And don't stop doing what you love just because the world shows you obstacles, just because the world has an opinion about you. Don't stop, all right? It's very difficult to do that, all right? I know that that's easier said than done. I know it is. Very difficult to do that if your vision isn't big enough. You got a small vision, you get punched in the face, it seems to hurt a lot more, all right? If your vision is big enough, you got a big enough dream, you get punched in the face, you're like, get out, and you just keep going. It doesn't phase you as bad. Now, do punches in the face sometimes still hurt? Absolutely. I've had many punches in the face along this journey. But with that big enough vision, that is what fuels me and allows me to just pull past all that stuff and not let that stuff make me quit. And so Walt's vision was actually bigger than the vision that everybody else saw. It was his vision that actually continued to drive him forward, even after everybody told him that, it would never work and that Mickey would never catch on. Ironically, one of the things I kind of find ironic is years later, Walt's Disney acquired Kansas City Star newspaper. What's funny about that is the exact newspaper that he was fired from after his boss said, "You're not creative enough to work here." So, okay, I got you. I'm not creative to work here. Let me go out, create Disney, and then come back and buy the place. That's a pretty cool story. I like that. I think that's quite interesting. And so, couple of final thoughts here, and then I'll give you the secret now, I guess. I hope, first of all, hopefully the story, you got some value from it. All right. More importantly, I hope this story inspires you today to be a little bit better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. Because guess what? Today is going to end. Tomorrow's going to come. The end of the week's going to come. The end of the month's going to come. And so start thinking about, how do you want today to go? You have control over that. You can make decisions and decide, how do I want to? You can't always control the things that happen to you, but you can absolutely control the way that you respond to them. And so if you did get value from this, let me know by dropping a comment, or let somebody else know. If you think they would like to hear it, let them know, tag them up, share this, click the share button. I would appreciate it. I'm sure they would as well. And just like with Walt, all right, here's the final thing. Just like with Walt, if you have a strong enough vision for yourself, for the future that you would like to create for yourself, if your vision is big enough, if it's strong enough, then nothing, or nobody can stop you from making that happen. All right. But it takes work to get your vision that big. All right. It takes work. This is the piece that so many people miss. It takes work to get your vision that big. All right. If you have a vision for a ripped body, it's not enough to simply have your vision be, I'm fat now, I want to be more ripped. That's not enough. That is not a vision. If your vision's for your bank account, it's not enough to simply say, I'm broke now, I want more money. I want to be rich. That is not a vision. Okay. Those are simply vague things. Those are hopes that you hope might someday or somehow happen. It's not a vision. If you really want to make them into a reality and make that stuff happen, then you must spend the necessary time to develop for yourself a clear and compelling vision for whatever area of your life. Okay? If it's not clear, you're going to get distracted. If it's not compelling, you're going to find yourself not putting in the work when you don't feel like it. You're going to binge out on Netflix because that seems more appealing. So your vision has to be clear so you don't get distracted, and it has to be compelling to pull you through those times when you just don't feel like doing the work that you know is the work that's going to take you to the stuff that you want. All right, so a clear and compelling vision, that is the key to that upgraded life that you desire, whether it's in your body, your bank account, all areas, your relationships, doesn't matter. A clear and compelling vision is absolutely the key for that. And so my call to action for you today is to take the time, carve out the required time to just refine that vision, refuel it, to have that life that you desire. Get clear on that, all right? Because the sooner you do that rather than later, today's actually ideal. The sooner you do it, the faster you're going to start moving and progressing quickly towards that life, all right? And by the way, if you would like some help with this, I have a totally free 25-minute video training that I recorded a few weeks back. It'll absolutely help you get clear and create for yourself a clear and compelling vision. By the time you're done with the training, you'll understand, number one, the importance of vision, all right, the importance of creating a clear and compelling vision, which most people don't actually know this. I've just scratched the surface here in this video. And when you understand the depth of this, then you won't push it to the side. It won't be one of those back burner things that so many people do, right? You're also going to know by the end of this training exactly what it takes to make it happen, to create the vision. And so if you're ready to strengthen your vision for your life and make monumental strides towards that life that you desire, then just comment the word vision below in this video in the comments, and I'll send you out this totally free training. Actually, I'm not shipping anything. I'll send it to you in a PM. I've got a link to it. I'll send it over to you, no strings attached, totally free. It's 25 minutes, and it will help you get clear on your vision. All right. Now, if your life is already going exactly how you want it to, if you're happy with the results that you're producing, rock out. Keep doing you. It probably means your vision is strong. It probably means you have some sort of a process where you're constantly refueling that vision. That's the reason that you're getting the results. So if you're happy and things are going well, rock it out. Keep doing what you're doing. But if you're not, if you would like to truly take things to the next level, if you'd like to make a change and just make some more forward momentum coming into 2009, then this training is your first step for doing that. It's totally free, no charge for it. And so just comment the word vision below, and I'll send that right over. So there you go. Trisha's in the house. What's up, Trisha? Ian, I got you. I will send that vision training over to you shortly. And so thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you got value, let me know. And if you got a lot of value, click the share button. I'd appreciate helping me get this word out. So thank you. Have a great Monday. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.